Spread your wings, let the wind carry you high. There's a world waiting just outside. All the dreams that you hold deep inside. Now's your time, go and take flight. Rise above it all. Rain might fall, but the sky will clear. Every doubt disappears. If you're lost, you'll find new light here. Trust the voice you hear. Open hands, leave fear behind. Step into your new design. Spread your wings, let the wind carry you high. There's a world waiting just outside. All the dreams that you hold deep inside. Now's your time, go and take flight. Rise above it all. Every heart beats a chance to begin. Let your courage draw the map from within. Every star's just a tale of the climb. You're the spark and it's your time. Spread your wings, let the wind carry you high. There's a world waiting just outside. All the dreams that you hold deep inside. Now's your time, go and take flight. Rise above it all. Soft as sunrise, hope fills the sky. Every limit's just a line to defy. Carry memories as you soar on your ride. Never looking back, just open wide. Oh, fly on fearless now. Oh, oh.
Well, that nearly didn't happen. Oh dear. Happy New Year, everybody. Oh, what's going on with this camera today? I do not know. Let's have a look. Go back to this one here. There we go. Happy New Year, everybody. We've had all... Sorry, I don't know whether you know... What is going on with my cameras? Now, try this. Happy New Year. It's a new day. It's a new dawn. And, well, what can I say? We've got absolutely terrible weather here. Everybody else seems to have snow, but I live in Wales and it's absolutely tipping down with rain. So I'm really gutted about that. I really did want some snow. And that hasn't happened. Oh, I know. Have you got snow where you are? Please tell me you have. Please tell me you're enjoying it and it looks beautiful. Let me know. I'll give a few shout outs to everybody. Just have a check. See where we are. I had to reboot my computer about, 6:59 and it was just still rebooting my computer. Why it wasn't working correctly, I do not know. Again, those gremlins, New Year gremlins, I should say. Hopefully you can hear me and you can see me. So please do say hello. Give me a shout out. Tell me what you've been doing. Helen has kindly made me a coffee as well. So that's always very good, especially this time of the evening. I don't know whether you can hear that noise, but there's like a big gritting machine outside. Typical when I'm going live. I'm always going. I'm tempted to say, "Oi, move." I'm not sure what he's actually done. He was there for ages. Maybe he's having a break. I don't know. I'm just having a look to see what people are saying. Why? Trying to read that. I can't read this one. Why? Why are you due snow? We are due snow. We are due snow tonight. Ah, right. Yes. Well, they say that, but I'm not so sure we're going to get any snow here in Wales. I mean, maybe North Wales, but we certainly haven't got anything in South Wales, and it's just really drizzly, wet. So I would love to see some snow. Failing that, maybe you could all chip in and, for a holiday in Canada somewhere. I don't know. Did you have a nice Christmas, and did you have a nice New Year? We did. We had a lovely time with family and friends. Our eldest came home. She's a doctor, so she managed to get some time off at Christmas, which was very nice. And my youngest is a singer, so she was actually working over Christmas at one of the holiday camps. So yeah, she's a singer, so that's what she was doing. So we did not see her except just before Christmas, and then obviously afterwards. She's home now for a few days before she goes back. So tell me about what you've been doing. Come on, tell me. Oh, before I forget, I know. So a few people have been asking about the competition. I did a competition before Christmas that you could have a £50 voucher to possibly get all of these amazing goodies. The latest release, all 3 stamp sets, plus the stencils. Actually, it was a £50 voucher, so you could have easily got them all with that and had a bit of change left. Now, we still have that £50 voucher, but we have chosen a winner. Yes, we have chosen a winner. So the only thing, it's a Hobby Maker voucher. So when I announce the winner, please email me your address details, and we will get that voucher sent to you. So I've noted it down. So the winner, I wonder if I can do a drum roll or. Let's have a look. Oh, I can't find my drum roll. What's that one there? What's that one? I wonder if I can hear that. What's that? So the winner of the £50 voucher, which you can buy loads of stuff with, I think. £50 is a good amount. The winner is. I should do that again. Go on then, just for effect. Can you hear that? So the winner is. Right, just put my glasses on. Put my glasses on. Okay, the winner is Emma Varney. Now, if your name is Emma Varney, you are the winner. So let's have a round of applause on that one. I can do that. I can do it. Congratulations, you have won a £50 voucher. Obviously, email me and we will get that voucher sorted for you. So thank you for entering everybody who did enter. Obviously chosen at random. That's the way we do things here. So if you were unlucky this time, next competition, I will let you know. So I'll keep you posted. So what has everybody else been doing? Let me just have a few shout outs to everybody. Let's have a look now, shall we? I'm just looking on. I'm sorry, I've got my iPad here and I just still can't. I'm going to have to rearrange my studio a bit so I can see a lot more. Let's have a look. Let's go to my live here. Okay. Oops. Oh, we have loads of people here. We have Jeanette. We have Witch Hazel. We have Ellie. We have Lulu Doodles. Hello. We have Angie Tag. We have loads of people here. Thank you for coming in. Thank you so much. As I say, what a great time to have off. What did everybody else do? Well, I'm just reading this now. So, lots of people saying that due snow. People had lots of snow earlier this week. Happy New Year, everybody. Happy New Year. Yes. So, congratulations, Emma. Yeah, lots of people saying congratulations. So, thank you so much for entering. Right. What am I going to do tonight? So, I'm feeling, when you're feeling like, you haven't done a lot. Although, I've been on TV a few times before Christmas and just in the new year. doing some sales shows. So if you saw those shows on TV, you were lucky enough to have some amazing bargains. There were some great offers on in the, would we call them January sale? Yeah, January pre-Christmas sale, and then there was a January sale as well. So if you were lucky enough to win or buy those things, then you've got some amazing bargains. We're just clearing some space out. We're not getting rid of them, but we're just making a little bit more space in the warehouse for new products. Yes, new products will be coming next month. I know, can't believe it. Yeah, some really nice ones as well. More on that another time. So let's have a look at what am I going to do today. So let's have a look at go to my other camera. Okay, so I am going to, let me use my messy desk, except for the coffee. Okay. I'm going to have a play with some of these new stamps because I just love them so much. Obviously, we've got 3 stamp sets, so if you missed out on these, then do check out the website or your local stockist who may have these amazing sets. Absolutely stunning, gorgeous. Then following that, now, I do not know, I think that this stencil, this one in particular, is sold out, so I need to check when that stock is coming back in on that one. But these are all great sellers, seriously, amazing stencils that will go coordinate with that and with the last release as well. So again, some amazing work has been created with them, as you can see in the promo. What's going on here today? Right, yeah, so if you've seen the intro video, that was created because we wanted to showcase lots of the design team projects that they've created with those sets. You'll find lots of them on the website as well. And if you go and check out our Instagram and Facebook, if you're not already on there, then you should be on there because there's some amazing creations being made there. And you know, it's instant. You will see them before anywhere else really. So tonight I think I am going to have a play with a couple of the sets, and I'm going to use, shall I use some tags? I think I'll have a play with a couple of tags today. Just it's like a warm up, isn't it? A warm up. I'm warming myself back up for new stuff. Okay, so I've got a couple of these tags. Oh, let's have a look. Let me have a look. So they come in this. So there's a set of essentials, what I call essentials. These are mixed media tag sets, and you're getting 6 large tags and 9 of the smaller tags, and you're getting them in white, black, and craft in each lot. So yeah, really nice. They're 300 GSM, fantastic for spraying, for chucking everything at it that you want to, mixed media, pastes, the lot. Very nice to have. Again, they are on the website and at your stockists, so do check them out because they're really cool. What I like about these is these tags are a little bit wider than your standard tag. A little bit wider than your standard tag, so that you can get a little bit more onto your projects there, which I really like that. That's what I like about those. So let's get into it now. Let's have a play, shall we? Okay, so I'm reading a few of the comments when I get everything ready. Right, okay, so what I'm going to do first of all is I am going to get, I'm going to play with a couple of stencils. I can't decide which ones to play with, so I think I'll start with this one. So this one is called Ledger. Really, really nice because, you know, it lends itself to, you know, doing as much with it or as little as with it that you want to. I like that, indeed. It's got a little bit crackled in there. It's got some like lines as well. So really, really nice stencil to use. Now I'm using the black tags because I plan on obviously adding some colour to it. And in terms of what paste I use, you can use your white paste, any texture paste you want. But I think I'm going to use, what have I got here now? Right, so I've got my white grit paste here. I've also got some of this black one as well, this pink ink design, spread it black. I think I got this on offer somewhere. I don't know where I got it from, but hey, It's the only black one I've got at the moment, and it's not ideal because whereas that one's kind of matte and opaque, this one is a little bit on the kind of glossy side, but that's good as well. I like to play with that. That'll be good. We'll work with that one. So I think I'll get that one out first. We'll put this tag to one side. Let's look at this camera and maybe move this in a touch. Okay. Right, let's see what we're doing now. Right. So first things first is obviously get my stencil out and decide where we're going to do with it. Can you see that there? Okay, and again, I'm just trying to work out whether I want to cover the whole thing. I mean, you don't have to, so I might do a bit there and a bit down there. So here we go. I'll bring my palette knife in, and I'm just going to hold it down with my hand. Obviously, if you're new to using stencils, might be a good idea to tape it down. But we'll see how we get on with me going old school and holding on to it. Right, okay, so put some of that paste through there. Again, I'm not being too specific where it's going. Again, kind of use that top left, kind of bottom right model for your paste. Just take your time with it. Again, just follow those lines there, wherever you want to go with the stencil. And again, I'm going to take that off now. Oh, I like that. That's nice, isn't it? Again, you can't go wrong with these stencils. They really do a lot of the work for you in terms of how you can add to it. And I kind of like the black on black look as well. It probably won't end up being black on black, but that's where we started from. And it's always a good place to start. So look at me, I've just moved this to the side whilst I try and keep things clean-ish. I know, rare for me, very rare. One of my all-time favourites is permanently on my desk at the moment. That's good call, yeah. It's a great stencil. It really is a really cool stencil to use. It seems to have everything that people want in it. Again, just clean this up a little bit. I'm not doing a brilliant job, but it's all good for now. I'm not sure if you can hear the wind outside, but it is very, very windy and wet. So I'm just kind of cleaning this up a little bit. Obviously, I will take it down and wash it thoroughly afterwards. But for now, it'll have to do like that. Right, okay. So, let's have a look at this again now. Again, lovely stencil. I'm just taking that little bit off the edge there. And you can see my inky fingers, stencil fingers right there. That's nice, isn't it? It's really nice. So I'm just going to put this to one side for a second. I might have to help it dry because we're doing this in real time. There's no like Blue Peter effect where I've done earlier. I'm kind of just going to go for it today. So I'm going to just put this to one side, let that dry a little bit, and we'll move on to the next one. So this one here. And I'm not sure whether I'm going to use white. Maybe I'll use white this time to see the difference. That's a good idea. That's sometimes a good way to kind of experiment to see how things work with different colours underneath. So I might try this one with white, just because. Right, let's have a look. So now do I want to use the same stencil? No, I'll use a different stencil. And I know. There's no point crying. We will get some more of them in. Obviously, it's been such a pop. It's such a cool stencil, and I must admit, it's really, really cool. What did I create with it the other day? Oh, if you haven't seen, let me just go and get it for you now. I did a little reel. Let me just find it for you. There we go. Sorry, everybody. Marcus left the building. No, he hasn't. He's back. Right. Okay. So I did this one the other day as a reel. So you can see how it was made in a reel on Instagram, and you'll probably find that on Facebook as well. But you see using the noted stencil there with the white texture paste through that. But again, very simple to make, but very effective. It looks so cool. Easy make, That's what I call it, a very easy make, but it's cool. I like that. I like that a lot. So that's what I made earlier on. So I am going to do the same thing again on this one. I'm not making the same card, but I'm going to use the same stencil. And if it's sold out, it's sold out. At least to give you ideas of what you can do with it if you've already got it. And if not, you'll have ideas of what you can do with it when it comes back in stock. This whole channel wasn't just about trying to sell you things. It's about creating and sharing ideas. So, do I use white or do I not? Do you know what? I'm tempted to go with the black. I used white on the other one, so maybe I'll just use, yeah. See, white on that one. I'm going to go black on here. I'm going to see how it looks with different stencil and black paste. I haven't used black paste on this before, so it's a new one for me. Okay, so we'll get some more paste out. Again, you can do this any way you want to. I'm just trying to work out where I'm going to go with it. Again, I like this. I like the inky splats in this as well. Very cool stencil. So I'm just kind of working my way up and down there. A little bit random, but that's good. That's what you want. You want something a little bit random. And this paste is different. It's a little bit shiny, but you know, I want to see the effect when you put other colors on there on top, like sprays or inks or whatever goes on, to see how that works and reacts. I'm thinking it may resist those paints, but we'll have a play and see. It's all about having a play. So let's put this back in the pot. And me trying to be clean. Right, let's put this lid back on. Careful. There. Again, you know, isn't that so cool? And obviously when it's dry, you're going to get that lovely raised kind of touchy-feely thing going on there. Absolutely amazing. So I'm going to put that there a second whilst I clean my stencil. And I may have to bring in my heat tool to artificially dry it. I would normally let it dry naturally for half an hour, but it's entirely up to you. If you're careful, you can probably do it with a heat tool. You may get a little bit of bubbling, but you know, it's not the end of the world. It's not the end of the world at all. Right, okay. So, clean-ish. Clean for me anyway. Right, that will do for now. Should give it a scrub after. Okay, so we'll bring these two stencils back in. Now you can see how quickly, you know, you're starting to build up something that's, you know, just different and so cool. Again, we're using black here, black cardstock, black texture paste with a glossiness to it. I will use my heat tool now, so excuse the slight noise when it's making noise. Let's dry this off a second. Again, as long as you're not too close, as long as you don't go, oh, I nearly got my finger there. As long as you don't go too close to the cardstock or your fingers, then it's all going to be really, really good. So, again, just helping that along to dry a little bit. Try not to stay in the same place for too long, and you kind of got that even heat going across the whole card. Less chance of it bubbling then. So, now what I will do, just turn that off. Right, I'll tell you what we'll do. I just need to plug in my, sorry, I've got my other monitor on the screen, so we'll see how that works. Right, okay, we're rocking and rolling. So I will just touch that to see how we're looking with that. Well, it's getting there now. A little bit more, I think. But you can just see. That's okay. You can be late to the party. That's fine. We've just been talking about snow, Christmas. Did you have a nice Christmas and New Year? So please let me know. Detentions will be given out later on for the people who are late. Not. So I'll just dry that off. Okay. I'm just making sure that it's dry enough. You know what? I think pretty much that's quite good actually. So you can see now kind of how cool that really is there again. You know, less is more. This here, aren't they both lovely? And yeah, it's pretty much dry. I like that. I like the glossiness of them both. It's kind of like a bit like clear embossing powder, isn't it? But better. Okay, I do like that look. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to bring in some colours, and I think, do you know what? Because I'm using glossiness, I'm probably going to try out my sprays again. These ones I've tried before. These Dina Wakley gloss sprays. Just because I've got them and I know they're glossy. I don't know how they're going to react with the kind of glossy texture paste. So we'll see how that works. Whether it will stick to it or just resist it, and whichever way it works, it's going to be great. It's going to be fine. I do need to put something down though because I'm going to make a mess. I'm glad you had a nice Christmas and break and a New Year. I hope right. I'm looking at you haven't had a chance to use the new stuff. Wow, that's fine. Well, hopefully you'll have plenty. Your mojo will be with you, and you'll be able to create some really cool stuff this year. So let's have a look. Right. Okay. I've got some kitchen roll down because I'm bound to make a right mess. So again, I've got some colours here. This one here. Let's put these closer together. I'm not sure what colours I'm going to go for. Again, these are all pretty new to me, so you know. Again, I'm addicted to sprays, so we're just got to have a play and see how it goes. There's some really funky colours. I don't know what that one is. Oh, apricots. Strange colour. Right. Okay. Oh, cheddar, that's got to be a lemon. A cheddar must be orange. Sorry, I'm kind of shaking these. These look like they need a shape, don't they? Yeah. Sorry while I'm kind of shaking them as I'm going. Should have a machine to do this, shouldn't I? You could have a machine. Or maybe it could work in a cocktail bar. Right, okay. I'm not sure exactly how this is all going to go together. We'll see now. I'll probably need some of the colours as well. I'll definitely bring in some kind of blue. You know, you can see that I'm just kind of making it up as I go along. Ooh, lime. I like a lime. What do they call lime in other countries? I know there's a different name for lime, isn't there? Jeanette's saying, yay, yellow. What could go wrong? What could possibly go? Everything? Everything, Jeanette. Everything could go wrong. We'll see now. I do not know exactly how this is going to work because this is like just doing it and having a play. You're like, I'm doing a live for you and I'm kind of just playing. So we'll see how this all works out. Right. I'm going to try the lemon first, I think. Just because in terms of colours, I'm not sure how they kind of go together. So we'll move those just slightly out of the way. And we'll just have a spray. Let's see how that looks. Interesting. Okay. Ooh. Right, I did say, where's that cheddar? Oh, cheddar, that's it. Oh, and it's curling. I like a bit of curling going on. Right, okay. Cheddar. We'll have green. Might have to get my little tool and just hold them down whilst I That's quite limey green. Maybe onto something darker. we need to up the colour quote now. Right, 1 second. Let's put this down. Need some blue. Oh, that's better. Again, don't even know how these are going to work together. I'm holding back on this one here. What's this one here? It says magenta, but it looks pretty much pinky to me, but we'll see now. You can get the colour out. Come on, Mark. Colour's not playing today. Typical. Oh, maybe I didn't clean it. Here's me picking the. Oh, I think I got it there. Kind of. My spray nozzle is not playing ball today. Right, okay. Again, it's just interesting to see how this all plays out in terms of colours. You can see how completely random and weird these are going. I'm going to dry them up a little bit just to see where we are and what else I need to add to it. So just bear with me whilst I just kind of dry these off a little bit. I do like the runny bits though. You can't beat a good run. There we go. So just take your time, dry that off so it sits a little bit flat on its own there. I do like this here where those colours are mixed up together. I'll show you in a second, but they look quite nice together mixed. Again, some things are totally different and unique. With these, I know that these sprays are glossy, so it's interesting how that looks against your oxides, which look a bit chalky. And then obviously if you use normal distress inks on black cardstock, it's not really going to show up that much. So if you want to have a play, oxides is probably another way you can go if you don't have these. But you know, it's all good. So let's dry these off a little bit. And they do act like acrylic kind of paint, so they are kind of some kind of acrylic, definitely, and they're definitely a lot more shinier. But they're not quite as colourful as I want them to be yet. I'm just going to bend them over, and I've got to just add a little bit more colour to those. But you can see how they're starting to look. They are very glossy, I must admit. That's one thing I do like about those. I do like that. So I'm going to add some more colours to them now. Well, we have this one, fuchsia. Fuchsia. Oh, and I know that there is a white as well, I think. Again, and the white hasn't even been opened. Right, okay. So, and maybe if I haven't mixed them up very well, I could probably get more pigment coming out them. Right, okay, see how that one works. Ooh. That one there, and I'm gonna have to real time, live, opening, brand new colour. Right, and this is white. I can't hear the ball bearing in this one. It's weird. Maybe this one doesn't have ball bearing in it, or maybe it's just stuck. I don't know. Maybe it doesn't have ball bearing. I'm interested to see how white goes on this. Do you know what? Can't get my white out. That's interesting. Definitely loads in there. I bet it says don't shake this one. No, it doesn't say that. Oh, it does say shake well before use. Clean spray nozzle after each use. I haven't even used it yet. Okay. Oh, we are getting some colour out now. Right, okay. Ooh. That's interesting. Not sure about that one. We'll see that now. Maybe we use a little bit of water on there. Again. Play. What I do like is it's highlighting those the numbers up now as well, so I like that. I mean, don't be too concerned. Sometimes, you know, like when you start off, you go, I'm not too sure about that. But you just got to keep on playing and, you know, just believe in what you're doing. That's what I find anyway. So just carry on, and then you'll come to a point where you go, yeah, that's enough. Whether it's too dark or too light, you know, have a play and see. I'm just trying to pick out all the colours now. There's a carnation, but I think carnation looks a bit reddish. I'll stick with this magenta. And there's a turquoise. I'm tempted to turquoise it a little bit as well. So as I'm just drying this off now, any bits that's a bit gloopy, just dab them up with your tissue. Again, this is drying totally different to what I expected it to be. I'm tempted to go with a little bit of turquoise actually, so I'm prepping myself for turquoise. So you can see, let's have a look now. I'll show you. I mean, obviously you can see in the light now. And you can see how kind of glossy and shiny that is. It's very. Do you know what it reminds me of a little bit? Because it's so shiny, it's bordering on possibly kind of metallic looking. Just add a little bit of turquoise in there. So just dry that off. What I do like about them is the way that it dries. It's really, really nice. You kind of near enough get what you want when you spray it. I mean, obviously you can spritz a little bit with water if you want to kind of wash it down just a little bit. Like that. But that's looking good. Right. Oh, that's a good idea. Somebody just said, Mrs. Susie D said, if you put cardstock underneath, you would have a bonus background. She tells me now. Good call though, good call. That's a good idea. Something that I've never done. I obviously, as you can see, waste loads, way too much. That's fine. So just sometimes I'm impatient, I can't wait. Right. And what I'll do now is I'm just going to move. Right, I think I'm done with colours for the tags. Just move these out of the way and you might be able to see better about how it's looking colour-wise. Right, let's put these down. Okay. Just flatten these off a little bit. Now you can see how kind of different that all is. I like that. And look at the colour there on those. Isn't that nice? Again, you know, from what it was, I'd say, you know, kind of matte piece of cardstock, it's looking kind of very, very shiny indeed now. I'd like to have a play. Different products, have a play with. Do it. So I'm just going to zoom that camera just a touch. There we go. So we can see what else we're going to do. Right. So now we've got a background. Whether we want to add to that or not, we'll see now. I kind of like it as it is. I don't know about you, but what I have got is I've got my stamping platform and move that out of the way to dry naturally a little bit more. Right, what we'll do is I've already got I've got a couple of the birds from the sets. So which one have I got here now? I've got the bird with the tree in it, and from the Spread Your Wings set, lovely. And obviously it's bigger than that picture there. It's much bigger than that. It's big. And I put that in the wrong packaging as well. Funny mark. Hilarious. There it's there. And then you've also got this one here, which is the saw. I love that one as well. Some nice cool things in there. So I'll put those on there, and what I'm going to do now is I'm just going to get a piece of cardstock, and we're going to ink those up. Do you know what I did buy myself as well? Guess what I bought myself? I bought myself a new... I bought one just before Christmas. It just arrived just before Christmas, so I've got a brand new Versavine Claire, the Nocturne colour, and it's really nice. I actually find that this works better than the than my Onyx Black. Same company, the ink's a bit different in it. I don't know why, but they're both really cool. So you know, really nice. I've been. Do you know what? I've had the heat gun on for so long now. It smells like I'm cooking food or something in here, but I'm not. Right, so all I'm going to do is I've got a piece of cardstock here. Talking about cardstock, somebody was asking me today, Kiara, on our design team, about what cardstock I use. So I use lots of different cardstocks. But tell me, what do you use? What cardstock do you guys use? Let me know. Give a shout out to the most amazing cardstock that you use all the time. It'd be great to know. Everyone's always looking for good products to use, so it's never a loss to share those amazing tips and techniques. Right, so I've got my Versavine Claire. I'm just making sure my magnets don't get in the way. Cool, my broken magnets, I should say. So look, well, I think we can get away with that. Let's ink this up. Oh, Susie said about, they do a shaking machine for your no, I'm not going to pay £164. Seriously. I can find much better. I could buy loads of really cool products for £164. I don't think I just stick to handshaking. You're right. I should yeah, better off just using my hand. Right, okay, and do that there. Calypt has popped in and said hi and Happy New Year. Totally got you a back demoing. See, I bet you didn't have the notifications set up, did you? Come on, and ring the bell. You'll be dinged when I'm back on doing lives. Always good to do. And it just lets you know. It just lets you know. You never know, because sometimes these are on my set days. Today is my set day at 7 PM, but I'm trying to mix it up a bit, so I may come in doing lives at different times of the day without rhyme or reason. It could be 1 hour's notice. Who knows? Susie says she uses Pink Frog Super Smooth, which is good value. Cool. I've used Pink Frog Super Smooth. That is very good as well. Have not ever used Lavinia, but I presume that'll be very good as well. And Jeanette's saying, for colouring with alcohol markers, I use Nina. Yeah. And then for card blocks, I use Basil and now Arden's cardstock. I use watercolour card for when I do lots of water and paints. That's a very good call. Right, now as you can see, I need to stamp that once. If you want it, and I've been talking away as well, but if you want that a little bit darker, I mean it's pretty dark at the moment as it is. Again, it's very good. In fact, there's microscopic lines in there. Maybe I'm a bit fussy and I probably go back in and just ink it up right again, which I'll do now, just because I can. Right, so I'm going to ink that up a little bit. It's only because I'm just tapping away with this new ink pad of mine. Okay, and just quickly dab that down there. Again, you can see the quality, how cool these actually stamp out. Aren't they absolutely gorgeous? I think so. Again, kind of iconic images. There's no need to do too much more work to these. You can just make some really cool backgrounds and stamp away, either cut them out, it's entirely up to you. And talking about cutting them out, I've already cut some out. It's the only Blue Peter thing I actually did, you know. For those who don't know who Blue Peter is, it was like a children's TV program, and they always used to say, here's what I made earlier, because obviously there was never enough time doing live TV. Again, it's just the way we still say the old Blue Peter thing. So again, gorgeous images, and I've already just stamped them out onto the same cardstock, and I've just fussy cut that one out. I wasn't being too fussy with that one either, so but I just kind of cut roughly around there. I must invest in myself in one of those scan and cut machines or something that will cut them out for me, just to save myself those precious seconds. But again, if it's going to cost me £164, I'll stick with my trusty scalpel or knife just for the moment, unless I win the lottery. Okay, so move that to one side. So we've got these kind of cool images here, and obviously now in these sets we've got some really cool quotes. Now what I always do is with these, let's just zoom that out just a little bit. Okay, so we've got 3 gorgeous sets here. Now I personally, because these are loads of different words and sayings, I kind of like take a lot of them off a block, put them on your stamping platform, and then just ink them all up and stamp them in one go, and then maybe do it again in a different color if you want different colors, just to save you got loads of, save yourself a time without having to do it every time you use these sets. So I kind of end up with a pouch full of like words already done, so I can just pick them out there and you're ready to go, which is a great idea, and it does save time. What I like about them is, well, they're easy to use. These words are very cool to use. They're obviously kind of like inspired by Punch Label, especially the Dymo, one of these kind of things. But if you have ever used one of these, they are very temperamental and can be a bit of a pain. And of course, if you want different colours, you have to either buy different colour tapes, and it's just a nightmare. So I kind of did the kind of work for you. And I do believe it's exactly the same size. I do believe the actual sizing, I sized it exactly the same as one of these machines. I've gone through about 2 or 3 of these because they don't last. They're not as good as the old ones. If you can look for one of the kind of vintage ones on eBay or something, they kind of make them out of metal and things. But these kind of modern ones, they're not worth anything really. Rubbish. Right. So yeah, I've done that, and yeah. Lovely. So I've got loads of words, we've got a couple of tags, and we've got some punch labels. So let's try to put something together now, and then I'll leave you so you can have your evening alone. Right. So I've got a couple of tags here. Again, just kind of bend them till you kind of get. I mean, obviously you can, if you want to mat them up and mount them, you can. It's very easy to do, but at the moment I'm just going to leave them as they are. I'll probably take a photograph of them when I've done that. And I'm just trying to work out what I'm going to do, what I'm going to put on what, and you can see how just simply having kind of images on there, you're creating something totally different, something wow, and really stand out. So that's what I'm kind of after today. Something, I'm not sure which way around I'm going to do that, to be honest with you. Let me have a look. Can't decide on which way around we're going to go with that. Can I decide? And then you can obviously turn it into different angles if you want. So I might have that. I might have that one there like that today, and that one there. Okay. So again, we can see what we're going to do here. A couple of nice tags, very simple to create. I'm going to get some glue and we'll stick those on. We'll decide on the sentiments, crafty oaky style, and we'll decide on what we're going to put on there. So I'm just getting some glue. Again, you know, obviously I've heat dried this, so you need to probably give it time to dry and just settle down to that room temperature, but it will flatten out, or just put it into a book, do whatever you want to flatten it. So I'm just going to get some glue, and I am using the pin flare one, which is like a 3D gel glue. So yeah, you can use whatever kind of glue you want to. All right, okay, so somebody else is saying, Ellie's saying, oh, if you look at nail shaking machines, they're much cheaper, I think. £20 upwards. Interesting. Saw a tip today for flattening cards. Did you know? Spritz the back with a little water. Oh, I see. Yes. So you kind of, yeah, you kind of doing the same thing up the opposite side of it. So you kind of like pull it back out. Yeah, that makes sense. I don't have time to do that tonight. I've got to make this. Yeah, that's a good idea though. Great tips as always. Whoever's watching, come bring in those tips, share them out. You know, this is what it's all about: creating, sharing. You know, if you like what I'm doing, then give me that thumbs up. Follow always helps. If you haven't seen I have my own Instagram, and I'm waving this around. I do have my own Instagram, and which is what is my Instagram? I can't remember my Instagram now. Let me get my phone. I can't even remember my own Instagram handle. Somebody on the team's going to shout out before I can actually say it myself now. You wait. Right, my own Instagram is MarkX Designs. So please search and hunt me out and follow me if you don't already follow me. Obviously, we've got the visible image one as well. So if you want to have a look at that, please do. Please follow that one. That's a great one to follow, which is visible image stamps, of course. You know, we are posting content all the time there. Some really cool content, reels, inspirational stuff. That's what you want, you know. So lots more to come as well this year. We're going to be ramping it up a touch. Right. It's already going great guns at the moment. Well, one a second. Where's everyone disappeared to? Right, one second. I'm just trying to see where. Why is my camera gone really small? I don't know. Why is that gone disappeared? I'm just trying to get back to where I was. Sorry, my. Oh, there we go. I thought I'd lost you there. I thought I closed it down. Right, I didn't close it down. Right. Okay, and just gonna place that here. Again, sometimes you do not need an awful lot on these. Again, what I do like as well is that kind of bold white. I mean, if you want to do that in like a really pink color, you could easily do that in pink. Any color you want that will coordinate maybe more with your background. But I like the black, just simply because it's going to really stand out for this demonstration. And I'm going to do the same with this bird here. I'm just reading what Jeanette's. Oh, right. Susie's after a cream heavyweight. Cream. Do you know what? I haven't used cream cardstock in a long time. Is it coming back in fashion? Is it popular? I do not know. It's been a long time since I've used cream cardstock. I mean, obviously I use craft card, but not cream. But I can see a use for it. Yeah, something different. The thing is about quite often lots of the kind of watercolored cardstock is kind of a little bit creamy, especially the ones that aren't, you know, ultra white. They kind of have that kind of off-white color to them. So yeah, they may look a little bit creamy anyway. Yeah, depends on what kind of card that you're using. taking my time here. Again, I'm just going to flatten it out with my hand. I do like that drippiness on there as well. I could have gone with more drippiness as well. Right, so I'm just going to bend that around with my hand. I do like, and you can see how glossy that really is. I do like that. Look at that. Okay, just going to put that on here. And I do like having those wings just overhanging, just on those edges a little bit. It gives it a little bit more dimension, I think. Again, I'm just going to bend that over there like that. Again, just tease it a little bit to do what you want. Right, let's get some sentiments out. What are we going to do here? I've got loads of sentiments. I can't decide on which one. Let's have a look, see what we're going to go for. Okay, let's put this up here. Let's say I've got loads, right. Behind every mask lies a story. Interesting, might have that one. I've used feathers appear and angels near recently, so might have to have maybe put that. I might have leave your fears behind there. I'll find the word behind. Leave your fears. Leave your fears. I need leave your fears. Right, where's my leave your? Learn to fly behind the mask. Oh, I use that one. Aha. Right. There we go. So I've got leave your fears behind on that one, like that, and right. Maybe just learn to fly on that one. You know, again, it's great because you can mix them up. You can take bits from elements from each one. I think I'm going to go simple. Less is more. Put those back in my pouch. Okay. Right, and we'll stick these down. Oh my, it's raining, it's windy, and I've still got no snow. I can understand why people don't want snow. Obviously, if you have to work and it's, it's just really a nightmare trying to get anywhere in the snow, especially if you do have to work, if you're a nurse or a doctor or something like that, and if you can't work from home. Of course, some people don't get paid as well, so if you don't get paid as well, that's even more of a nightmare. Right, so snow looks pretty, so maybe we should just have snow on the weekends when people aren't working, and then it just goes again before Monday. Right, let's have a look. So I'm going to put that here. Again, if you want to, what I like as well is I don't have to layer these up if I don't want to. Right, okay. So that will stay there, and this one. I'm just reading so many comments, thank you. Right, okay, so just put this one here. Whoops. There we go. So put fears behind here, and on this one I shall have leave your fears behind. Again, I'm just looking on my monitor to make sure it's central. So how does that look? Just going to zoom out a touch. So again, you've got that glossiness going on there. I do like playing with different products. Nice to have a play, and just that standing out there of that looks great. this here, oh, very touchy-feely and shiny. I do like that shininess. If you want something a little bit different, if you know, sometimes I get a bit tired of matte, but I do like that shininess on that one, and then this one as well. Oops, that leave you. Just making sure they're level and even. My OCD coming out there to play. Right, okay. Again, that's nice, and you can see how, let's say that really does, excuse my fingers there, but you can see how cool and shiny that is. It looks almost wet, but it's not. It's just really nice and different. Again, there you go, 2 tags. Again, not complicated, not at all. You know, sometimes it's not all about doing something that's very complicated. But you know, I think they look pretty good. I like them different. I like them, stand out a lot. Again, if I'm going to do this again, maybe I think about possibly doing the birds in another colour. You know, maybe I pick one of the background colours like a pink. Maybe I still will do that. Maybe tomorrow you'll see that the birds turned pink. Who knows? But that's the way I kind of done it at the moment. You know, if I'm not happy with it, I've always got the ability to take them off and just change it around. But that's a good thing, isn't it? You know, if you're not happy with something, change it. But you know, for now, I like that. You know, I'll sleep on that and see how it looks in the morning. I may try and stamp another one in a different colour. You know, it's not. It's all about learning. So if at first you don't like that one, try again with the next one. So how was that, everybody? Nothing too complicated. First one back after Christmas and the New Year, so it's nice. Now, as I say, I don't know whether all of those products are actually available, not from ourselves, but check out your local stockists. They are more likely to have those products than we are. I definitely know that the noted stencil is out of stock, so please do check out stockists, obviously in America, Canada, Australia, and the rest of the world as well. So do please check that out. Don't forget, so if you are Emma Varney, you won the Hobby Maker voucher. So please email me. I will private message you if you haven't seen this video, and let you know that you are a winner, and then we'll be able to send you the details for the voucher. So thank you everybody for watching. I shall read all the comments afterwards. I shall also put a link to the products. If you're interested in buying them, please do, because they're so cool. I will see you again same time next week. So have a nice evening, and I will see you soon. If I can get off this now. That's going on my computer lately. Right, I'll see you soon. Take care now. Bye.